All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So literally just walking in now, and Dianna Russini just posted a report basically stating that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, despite Mike Evans' deadline, have quote-unquote no plans to give Mike Evans the extension that he wants. Now, she did include at this time, so personally, I'm not going to, write it off and say, bam, that it's 100% confirmed Mike Evans is going to be traded, no questions asked. Technically speaking, we haven't reached the deadline that Mike Evans set, which is actually tomorrow. And, the NFL teams work in crazy ways, right? I think, at the end of the day, Mike Evans probably will be playing on a new team, not necessarily saying in a couple weeks, but maybe by the trade deadline. And I feel like if you are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, and you've spent so much money, the team has a ton of dead money, I believe $70+ million in dead money. There's been numerous reports suggesting that the Buccaneers might want to, see what they have in their younger players, kind of build, really establish a young core. In fact, Josina Anderson actually went on to report that GM Jason Light wants to see what the team has in some of their young players already, guys like Devin White and Tristan Wirfs. So, it's interesting. It's obviously a situation to monitor 1000% if you are the New York Jets, because let's face it, I think the two parties make sense for each other. And by the way, for some context, Mike Evans wants to be a Buc. Mike Evans, has been loyal to this franchise. He's been consistent for this franchise. In my opinion, he's a Buccaneer legend. I mean, nine straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons is absolutely insane. And that's great in and of itself, but we can look at the touchdowns. We can look at the durability as well. We can look at him being awesome off the field, in the community. Mike Evans has just been everything that the Buccaneers have wanted, right? When they drafted him initially back in 2014 in the first round out of Texas A&M. But Mike Evans wants to get paid. If the Bucs are saying, hold on a second, we might want to push the needle towards rebuilding, start clearing some of this money. We might want to get younger as an organization. Does it make sense to go out and make Mike Evans at 30 years old one of the highest paid wide receivers in the entire game, when they already have, another wide receiver on their roster and Chris Godwin making a ton of money? In regards to a potential trade, I do feel like, obviously trying not to be biased here, but I do feel like the Jets make sense. The Jets can make it work financially, right? They have enough money to make Evans one of the highest paid receivers in the game. I feel like he's a great complement to Garrett Wilson, right? Two completely different skill sets. I think it sounds crazy to say this, right? Just thinking about it, how it could actually become a reality. But thinking about Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Mike Evans at wide receiver, and then Dalvin Cook at running back, like three household names, three names that every football fan knows. That's just wild. Throw on top of it, we got guys like Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall and whatnot. The potential is through the roof. The bottom line is this: if the Buccaneers start out rocky, they're losing games, it comes trade deadline time and they're saying, hey, you know what? We just don't feel like an extension is, the direction that we want to go in. We can opt to trade Mike Evans, get a nice haul back in return. Here's the thing, though. If you are Tampa Bay and you're looking at potentially moving Evans, the New York Jets can't offer a first-round pick this year. They can't offer a second-round pick this year. The most that they can offer draft pick-wise is a third-round pick as it pertains to the 2024 draft. If not, we have to opt for, the 2025 draft. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, this is a while into the future. We don't typically see trades, really the main components of trades involved in the future class, right? Years in the future. Typically you'll see, conditional 2025 picks or, conditional picks to, a draft or two from now. But it's never like the centerpiece. And if you're the Bucs and you're trying to rebuild and you're trying to fill this roster with young talent, you don't want to wait a year. So that's the only, that's the only hiccup, if you will. And also it begs the question, okay, well, if the Jets can't offer a second round pick, if the Jets can't offer a first round pick, what if there's another team out there? Because let's face it, the AFC it's an arms race. What if there's a team out there that does throw in that first round pick, that does throw in that second round pick, and it's a bidding war that the Jets can't match? Because I don't want to be in a position, as good as Mike Evans is, I don't want to just trade the entire class, right? Where we're giving away multiple mid-round picks and, now dabbling into future picks. I do feel like, for me, that's a bit much, because I don't want to completely, I don't want to be in a situation like the Rams. Not saying that if the Jets acquire Mike Evans, we have to trade, 5 picks here or anything like crazy like that. But, and also factoring in, we will get the second round pick back at the end of the year once Aaron Rodgers reaches the I think it was 90% of the snaps or something like that. Once the Jets once Rodgers reaches that condition, then we'll have clarification on what that pick will be coming back to the Jets. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Of course, nothing is set in stone. This is just a report here suggesting that at this time, Tampa does not, they're not thinking about extending Mike Evans. So, in the actual words of Russini, it's not in their plans at this point in time. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.